So what happened at this year's Electrify Expo in New York? That's coming right up. Hey everyone, my name is Rick Cordero. Welcome to RunPlayBack, where we help you with EV tech tips to lead a more efficient and affordable lifestyle. Let's be creative and save money at the same time. In this video, we'll be visiting the 2022 Electrify Expo in New York. We'll talk with a few of our EV friends, hear about their popular products, and find out what they're excited for at the expo. Want to know how two-wheel EVs can fit your lifestyle? Stick around to find out. So we're here in Uniondale, New York at Nassau Coliseum. Today we'll be visiting the Electrify Expo, where visitors will get to test ride some of the most popular e-bikes from companies like Onyx, Cycleworks, Huck Cycles, and more. So let's get to it.
This is our 2022 Overland edition. This bike was created for those that like to do the RV life, van life, hunting, fishing, kayaking, being out in the woods and nature a bit more. It is an all aluminum frame. It is a bolted together assembly versus a welded assembly, which means if you damage a panel during riding, you can always just replace a panel instead of the entire bike or the entire frame. It handles the outdoor weather extremely well, and it's super lightweight. This bike comes in at 135 pounds. With a single battery, 160 with a dual battery. It has the ability to do 3 different speed modes. Mode 1 is 20 miles an hour, Mode 2 is your legal moped street mode, and then Mode 3 is 45 miles an hour plus. With a dual battery setup, we're seeing 80 miles of range with this bike at 35 miles an hour. It was a departure. With our Rebel and our Stinger that's coming out, those bikes, we followed inspiration from traditional motorcycle and moped coming together, right? You got the top tank design, tubular frame styling. With the new Overland, we wanted to depart from that. With electric bikes, you don't have a gas tank. They don't need to look like they used to. We did use the Honda Motra as sort of an inspiration piece. It was a bike that Honda made overseas for a few military forces and governments. It was very utilitarian and rugged in its appearance like this. We're committed to staying an American manufacturer. We're not outsourcing. We're not moving to other countries. We're going to stay here. We're going to keep employing people here. We're moving more of our product components to North America. We've recently moved all of our frame and all our hard body components to North Carolina, seats, tanks, things like that. We just signed a deal with a new supplier of shocks and forks made here in the US, and we're about to sign a deal with a supplier out of Canada to provide our batteries and our controllers. So the more North American we can be, we are really trying to move towards that. So.
This is the race bike. It's just an example of us having fun, playing around. I mean, the RCR is like an awesome canvas platform to bolt on whatever you want, modify it in whatever ways you want, but we're just getting creative with, you know, again, like the inspiration from like 70s, 80s mopeds, 50cc, like race bikes, custom handlebars, custom, you know, suspension, but we just wanted to see how much further we can take it. So, I mean, even down to these slicks, I want to make sure there's no insignia on the side, no like, you know, kind of white wall or you know, yellow lettering, or even the touring marks that come on it. Just keep it like show, fun, awesome bike that actually is rad to ride. This is fiberglass. Actually, the windscreen came separate. I mean, it even came with its custom drill bits to make sure that like you penetrated through it without cracking it. Clean, mean. You got the wheel covers. You got to stick to what you like doing. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Everybody get electric and get on 2 wheels, especially. Have fun.
So Ryan's going to try the RCR standard throttle here. This is the speed modes: Eco, Normal, Sport.
Coming from big heavy ass bikes, this is it's fun as hell though. Yeah. And it's just eco mode, so like even eco mode seems decent power, you know? I like the instant torque. I'm gonna switch over to normal. Let's see how that feels. riding for over, I don't even know anymore, 20 years maybe. It is a good addition to your fleet for like local runs, you know what I mean? And it's exciting to be like able to ride one for once, and the design is beautiful.
Everybody's stock seat is plain black. Not that there's anything wrong with plain black, but if it doesn't resemble something of a motif of yours, whether it be lines or maybe a logo that goes with your business or what you feel, then it's not made for you. Everything goes with what's your style. So we try to bring that to the e-bike side of things. It's got to look like you, it's got to feel like you. So this one here is my personal seat. It's got the Onyx logo, loud and proud. This is ox blood leather, weathered brown, horizontal stitching, pink with hex pattern. This is for an Italian friend of mine, always going with the leopard print, lime green. Mwah, bellissimo. Hex print and a very special message on the back. Gray piping, genuine leather. It's got the gel on the inside. One of the comfiest seats you can ever put your ass on. Weathered brown, double horizontal stitching. It's got that old cafe racer look. This is called a low brat style, one of a kind. This is vinyl, double diamond stitching. We make the hardware, so this is a base that we made in-house. Only place that does that the way we do. Another small one for the aerial rider, stock seat on the back, a little special message. This is what we call the hump and back style. So for an aesthetic look or for a very small child or a cat, you can seat them on here. It's got that old cafe racer style. For next year, it's a mix between new patterns and, believe it or not, heated seats. We're gonna see if we can get a way to get a heated pad into there and maybe charge it through a battery. As of right now, we're trying to see if we can meld a more 3D version of our embroidery. It's good, but it can always be better. I want to thank everyone that's stopping by the booth and saying hello. I mean, we have people from far, people from close by, and it's so nice to shake hands with all of our customers and hopefully newer customers and people that say, hey, by the way, I want this on my seat, and if I can get a great idea right here, then we'll sign them up and get them a seat. So this is actually our second trade show we've ever done. The first one was the New York Auto Show, and this is obviously Electrify Expo, and it's been a blast, man, because everyone that's here is here for e-bikes and some of the electric cars. We're a tiny 7-person team, and we just tried to build them up ahead of time, loaded this van, packed it completely to the gills. There's been so much love, so many people coming up to us saying, oh my God, we follow your Instagram account. We've built a whole bunch of bandits up, so people can check them out. They can even take them home, which is a big deal. A lot of new people checking it out for the first time on the test track, and you know, it's what we love hearing. It's people that are like, oh man, I was thinking about a regular e-bike and I took that out and it just didn't give me that power, but you know what, I just don't want to go to a motorcycle. That's too intimidating, and the Bandit is right in that middle point. You know, I don't need a motorcycle license. It still has pedals, so I don't feel like I'm gonna get pulled over. Like everybody says, I want to be able to get up hills, right? So yeah, you can get up hills. Yeah, it's got a VIN. It has, you know, headlights, turn signals, mirrors, all that kind of stuff. So that's always great when somebody says, is this really legal? And we can be like, yes, 100% it is legal. All these other bike companies have come over and said hi to us. We've been able to talk with everybody. It's just, the e-bike community is amazing. And if you're gonna come test ride our bikes, definitely test ride all the other ones too, because it's about supporting this whole thing, right?
So while the Electrify Expo was a fun event, we did have some trouble getting our press badges, and even getting into the venue was kind of a hassle. Hopefully they can improve their communication with press and media, who only help them to get more exposure. If you want to dive into more EV tech tips, click the links on the side and remember to like and subscribe so we can help you find tech deals that fit your lifestyle. We'll see you guys in the next video.